So for the fragmented one, what I would suggest is dividing your shape up, whether this be a drawing that you do or it's something that you found online. This happens to be a circle that has been divided in 24 pieces. So I would start with however many pieces you feel would be a good fit, but you kind of have to commit at the beginning to it because to go back and fix it later on is not really going to work out so well. I'm going to give you kind of one way of working. It'll give you a lot of layers in one, but it will help you to not have to go from multiple documents into one. So I'm going to show you a file, and then you're going to place embedded. And you're going to find one of the photographs that you're going to want to include inside of that. So I'm going to just kind of find something I have in here. Try to find something that has a little bit of background with it. Oh, right here. Let's see what's in here. Find something from our field trip. I just want something that you can kind of see bold colors on. So you're going to go ahead and you just go ahead and open it. I double clicked on it or just click on it once and then open. And it's going to come in just like that. Okay, so you do want it to be big enough to fit over so that it looks kind of realistic. So you may have to hold that shift key down and drag it just a little bit bigger. I might move it sort of so it's centered, just like that. And then you press the enter key. So that's placed in there. I'm going to probably nudge it down just a little bit, use my move tool, and then I'm going to use my keyboard just to nudge it. All right, so I'm going to put this guy up top, and we're going to be turning that layer on and off. So what I would recommend is you're going to go ahead and magic wand that space. When you're on magic wand, you want to make sure that it's on contiguous. If it's not and you click there, it's going to find anywhere inside of here that's that same exact color match, and it's going to select it, which is definitely nothing that you want. So I'm going to find, let's say I want to do 5 and 6, maybe I'll do every fourth one, and I can even hold down the shift key, and I can go ahead 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then I lost count. Well, let's just pretend. There we go. I think I'm off by one somewhere. So I have those pieces selected, and then I'm going to go back to this one. That's my actual picture layer. You can turn that off. It kind of makes it easier so you can see what's selected. And then I'm going to press Control J. Because I've got crawling ants on the screen, it's going to copy whatever I have selected. And you can see that that's by itself right there. Okay? So I can actually even drag that above if I want to, just so it's above there. So I can see how it's being filled in. And then I'm going to go back here. I'm going to File, Place Embedded. And then I can come in with something else, try to find something that's a little bit more contrasty. Let's do, I don't know, I'm not sure. We'll just do this one for the heck of it. And again, place. Again, if this one happens to cover it, great. That one, notice, is coming up kind of weird. It's because it's under this layer, but it's actually okay. You don't need to worry about that. If you're concerned, you can turn those layers off. But again, press the Enter key when you're happy with it. Turn those layers off for now. Actually, I need this one on. I'm going to go through and remember, okay, I need the one next to 6. And technically you can leave this one on. It works just fine that way, and I'll do the one right next to it. And again, you could do 24 different photographs. Oh, sorry, I forgot to hold the shift key. You could do 24 different photographs, and you don't have to duplicate multiple times like this one. It'll look absolutely gorgeous. Turning that one off, going back to this layer, Control J. So that's been copied, and once I turn that background layer off, you're going to see, when you zoom in, you're going to see that these are coming together, okay? Now, the only issue that I have with mine, first of all, mine has some lower resolution. This image is a little bit lower on the resolution. It has some of the pencil marks on there, so I would definitely recommend finding something that's really, really clean. Even if it's something that you designed on some kind of, a math app or something like that, just make sure it's really clean and the lines are as fine as possible, okay? And the cool thing about it is that even if you have a little bit of spacing, that can become later part of your composition. by going into your background and saying, you know what, a lot of my work is dark, so if I paint bucket in black in the background, it'll make it part of that. Or a lot of pink in there, so maybe I really want to put that so it blends in. So again, you can kind of work like that. I suggest you really do find a clean template to use in order to get this part accomplished. But because, or if you don't, you're going to end up with a little bit more shagginess like I have. Just get a nice clean one, and I think it'd be great.